please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
You're with us here on a fresh new edition of Trading Hour. The market's down about 3 odd points or so at 10,144. I mean, it isn't looking like any sense of confidence, and it looks like once again a repetition of what we saw over the last couple of days. I mean, the market opening higher and then continuing to sell off. I mean, in a sense, in a bull market, you want the opposite, the market opening maybe even lower or flat and then picking up steam through the course of the day. But that's not what we've seen today, or maybe even over the last few trading sessions or so. I'll get to specific stocks, etc. But the basic broad indices, the mid-cap index is on your screen flat. I mean, the Nifty Bank is down about 40 points. It's not very much, but it's 0.17% lower. So all in all, I mean, it's basically extremely tentative, and it's tough to say whether the bulls have an upper hand or the bears have it at this point in time. Big stocks are like Reliance, for example, have also come off the day highs. I mean, I think Reliance is at 851. It's up about, what, 1.5%, which means it's almost 2% off the day's high. I mean, that's quite a sort of drop-off that we are seeing, and that's an index heavyweight. And so is the case with many others, which have also climbed down from their high levels early on. So we'll get you more in terms of stocks and maybe especially a bit of spotlight in the future segment. But as always, right in the top of the show, let's get in a quick word in from Sudarshan Sukhani, who's joining us from s2analytics.com. Sudarshan, thanks very much. Good morning. Good to have you here. I mean, how would you, who has the upper hand really, as you see it? The bulls or bears?
Well, the bulls have the upper hand. There is no doubt. That's how the markets are at lifetime new highs repeatedly. But for the day, I think the bulls have taken a day of rest. So for intraday trading today, perhaps the bears have a mildly higher, tilt. So the trade today for the day only is to take short positions in the Bank Nifty and in the Nifty with tight stop losses. But that's only intraday. Close your positions because it's the bulls who are in control overall.
Bulls are in control overall, but for the day, maybe they seem to have taken a day off. And, it could be quite literal as well, Sudarshan, because of the rains. I mean, I was speaking to a local brokerage house, and they were saying that there's been an internal advisory which has been issued, saying that come into work if it's necessary, absolutely necessary, otherwise stay at home. I just want to quickly highlight Divi's Laboratories. If you can put the stock up, and then I'll get Sudarshan with his trades. It's jumped even more. I mean, it's up about 6.5%. So when we broke the story first, and Ekta will join in just a bit on that story, it was up 3% or so. From that, it moved up to 5, dropped off a little bit, picked up again, and now it's basically back up 55 rupees, 918 or so. I mean, this month, Divi's has come up almost 30%. I mean, I guess today, you add today's gains, about 35% or so this month. And from the lows, which were about 550 or so, after that big drop-off from 1300 levels, it's up quite a bit. So that's Divi's for you. And there you go, 44 now actually over the month. I guess you include today's gains, it adds up to more. Sudarshan has, of course, been talking about the market. He's saying for today, bulls have maybe taken a day off. Sudarshan, so how would you trade it? What would you do?
Well, normally we talk only about buying, especially mid-caps in this show, and this is the best show to buy, consider the rest of the day. But today, it is possible to go and buy and sell both. So I have trades on both sides. The short sell is in M&M. M&M probably is giving us mild, momentum on the downside. Remember, short selling should be done only intraday. This is for viewers. Never carry short trades in a bull market overnight. But for today, M&M is a short sell. Ashok Leyland and Colgate are both outperforming stocks. Both are still showing momentum for the day, and they are buying opportunities.
Okay. I mean, look at Divi's if you can, Sudarshan. What would you do? And what's the chart indicating? It's all fundamental news related.
Yeah, see, Divi is really Ekta's baby in the sense that she's far more equipped to talk about it. These stocks have been going up and down. I have really no idea what pharma stocks are doing. just on the charts if we look at the volatility. But in spite of the volatility, it does appear that DV is a buy.
Okay, let's take some queries now, Sudarshan, which are coming your way. The first one is from Vivek Singla. He wants to invest about 2 lakh rupees in 4 stocks for the long term, and he wants your advice. Sudarshan?
Well, that's easy. Please focus only on blue chips. The 4 best names in the market are luckily the best names in the Indian corporate world. Go for it. Just divide your money in 4 parts: Reliance, ICICI Bank, Maruti, and Hind Liver. You can listen and talk about mid caps, but if this is your first investment, focus only on blue chips. I'll repeat again: Reliance, ICICI Bank, Maruti, and Hind Unilever.
Okay, fair enough. Let's get another question in, and this is from Divyansh Marwaha. He has 419 shares of Yes Bank, which he bought at 1,465 rupees a share. He wants to know what could the stock do in the next 1 year. Your view, Sudarshan. Yes Bank.
Well, sure. See, Prashant, for next 1 year, almost all good quality stocks should be held. We are going to see volatility. It is possible that Yes Bank may see significant dips during the year. But in any 12-month period in a bull market, stocks go up, hopefully. So for a 12-month period, hold Yes Bank. You'll probably find better prices 1 year later.
Sudarshan, thanks very much. Appreciate you joining in, and we chat again in a bit. Let's get Yogesh Mehta. He's with the PCG Advisory Group Equities at Motilal Oswal. He's joining in now. Yogesh, thanks very much. What trades would you put out?
Yeah, hi, good morning. See, when markets are at all-time high and it's too difficult to spot any new long positions or short positions, because one would not like to trade on the adverse situation of the market. Yet we think that still there are good opportunities on risk-reward ratio basis. Then we are recommending Piramal Enterprises, which has corrected recently from 2900 and 2030 was the high, and now it has again returned to its 10 and 20-day moving average near to 2760, which is nearer to the current prices. So considering that long positions, we are recommending around 2810 is the current price in future segment for Piramal Enterprise, keeping 2750 as a stop loss. One can look at 2920 to 2950 as a price target. Another one is on the long side is Larsen & Toubro, where it is a decent run up in the last 5-7 sessions, and 1243, 1244 is the current price in future segment. One can keep stop loss of 1220 or 1222, and upward momentum can continue till 1290 to 1295 levels. The third one is Shriram Transport Finance, very zigzag kind of momentum into this stock. It went up to 1120 and now again back to 1080. So one can keep a stop loss of on a long side. Now currently it is 1078 to 1018 future segment. Keeping a stop loss of 1060 would recommend go long here, and again we can see a bounce up to 1115 to 1120 region.
Okay, Piramal, L&T, Shriram Transport. Yogesh, thanks very much. Good having you with us here. With those trades. Well, now on to a really big interview. The man who rarely speaks and the man whom everyone wants to hear. In a big CNBC TV18 exclusive, Chairman Emeritus of Tata Sons, Ratan Tata, speaks his mind, assures that the Tata Group is in very able hands under N. Chandra. He adds that the trusts have gone through and are going through a transformation that make them more relevant for today's day and age. Listen in.
If you look at the trusts today, they span a wide range of sectors. And there's a certain stress that you've laid on technology being a great intervention in some of the applications. Where do you believe the transformation of the trusts actually began and why?
Well, you know, if you look at India through the years, the needs of India have changed. We had famines, food famines in the British times.
Yeah.
We don't have famines any longer. We had a majority of the people living in the rural areas. Today there's a mass migration to the urban areas, giving finally an important issue of creating an important issue of urban poverty and hardships that didn't exist before. the creation of jobs in industrial organizations. Today, automation and differences in terms of value chains, etc., make human jobs less important than machine jobs in many companies. So the needs of the nation have changed. Food shortages continue to exist in pockets. Water shortage is something that never existed in the past, but is an issue today. A much larger population and creating jobs and knowledge. These are all issues that are issues of the changing times. For the trust to continue to do what they did at the turn of the century would be to be sitting in the twilight thinking that the issues of the country were the same. And to me, that would have been a disappointment. So I think the trusts have gone through and are going through a transformation that, to use short term, is making the trusts relevant today. If we had not done that, they would have become irrelevant and creator of edifices that stood out as evidence of what the trust did, but did not make a contribution to the country.
Okay, catch excerpts of this exclusive interview all day today only on CNBC TV18. The full interview, of course, plays tonight at 9 p.m. only here on CNBC.